Hi guys, FrostFangs here, and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video on the PTS. Of course, I missed a video yesterday, and I haven't actually recorded anything in a couple days, so if this does feel a little bit weird, bear with me. Whenever I don't record stuff in a little while, I end up feeling really weird when I get back into the flow of stuff, because I usually record one or two every day, and when I don't record for a little bit, it ends up feeling kind of weird for me, although I'm sure it's probably not even noticeable in the actual video unless I mention it. But yeah, the PTS was down for basically 2 days. Luckily, I had a couple of videos stockpiled, and then I ended up missing one just because the PTS wasn't even up, and then when it did come back up, it was like super laggy. I think everybody on EU was having connection problems. Yeah, it's back up now. Everything seems to be working fine. I played a couple games today and didn't really have any issues, although the PTS has actually had a couple changes. All the videos up on the channel still make sense though, because most of the stuff that was changed isn't really around the things I covered. A lot of it's to do with like shielding, which I didn't really talk all that much about. Some of the other things with the items were changed. I'm not going to get too much into the general PTS changes because it will probably change even more before it goes into live, but we will talk about the specific ones with Sha Lin today, who I'm going to be making a video on. Sha Lin originally was actually one of the characters that I was going to make a video on first in the PTS, and I ended up just continuously pushing it back because he was bugged and then he didn't have all of his talents and a couple other things were busted. I'm kind of glad I actually ended up leaving it so late because they've changed a decent amount of stuff with him, and they've also talked about other changes that pretty much directly affect him. We'll go over his talents first, just in case you don't know what they changed. Desert Silence is now completely different. A recurve was buffed from, I think, what was it, 15% to 25%. It is really noticeable now. And also Explosive Arrows was changed. It still works similarly to Explosive Arrows, but I think it's also technically broken on the PTS, and even if they fix it, it's still not going to be that great of a talent. What it's meant to do is just give you a crippling arrow radius, and it also, I think, buffs the damage of it by 100. And as far as I can actually tell on the PTS, the explosion doesn't actually like spread the cripple at all. It still only cripples one person, but I don't really have a great way to test that. But from what I could see, it did seem like this card wasn't actually crippling everybody. It was just still crippling one person, so hopefully they fix that. He's had a bunch of stuff changed with his base kit. His actual longbow is still the same. Crippling arrow is now crippling arrow instead of the knockback and the stun and stuff. It's now a cripple for 2 seconds. Withdraw hasn't really been changed. It still works the exact same. They have pulled the cooldown down on it though from 15 to 12, which I'm happy about because I feel like 15 was a little bit too long. And then his Q, which is probably the biggest way that he was changed alongside the talents and the cards, which is no longer planted. It's called Rapid Shot, which basically means you fire your arrows faster, but they deal half damage. It doesn't really feel too good currently on the PTS. I hope it still gets tweaked a little bit before it goes into live, or maybe they tweak it sometime in like the next couple patches, because it's cool. It works kind of well. It's got an 18-second cooldown, which is quite long, but you fire, I think, 5 shots now instead of the like 7 or 8 you would fire before. You can kind of buff it out with cards, but there aren't too many that you would actually realistically see in most games. Although on the patch notes that I just checked, the cooldown of the ability is 15 seconds, but it's actually 18 here in game, and I think in the target practice it was 18 as well. I'm not sure. It says 18 here on the patch notes, it says 15. I'm not really sure. They did say they were going to be changing some things with him. They said they were going to be probably reducing the duration of Crippling Arrow from 2 to like 1 or 1.5. That's what Adana said on Twitter, alongside a bunch of other stuff like Rejuvenate's being buffed. I think Cauterize is having its price pushed back up to 300 instead of the 250 it's on now, although I think it will still be 25, 50, 75%. And then we'll go through his cards really quick and we'll jump into a match. I'm sorry this is taking forever. My voice is also kind of shredded. I haven't really been talking all that much recently, but apparently my voice has just had enough. So yeah, most of his cards are still the same. I think Master Archer was pulled down from 1 second to 0.6 per level of cooldown reduction for Rapid Shot, because it's now pulled down by 3 by default, apparently, according to the patch notes at least. Wind Wall is the new one. I'm not sure if this is actually implemented or if this card was the same, but either way, it's going to be a lot stronger now because of the new way this ability works. I'm pretty sure it is new because I think it used to be damage reduction, but it is now a slow for 2 seconds. 5% per level isn't massive, but if you put 4 levels into it, that's 20% slow, and I think it also stacks, so this card is really good, especially with how fast you fire out the arrows. I reckon you'll probably see this one show up a decent amount. I think Mirage was nerfed from 1 second to 0.6, again because they moved the cooldown on the actual base of it. I think all the rest of the cards with his F and his Q are the same. I think they might have changed Run Them Down. Yeah, I think they changed this. I think this used to be a movement speed buff, and now it's increasing the duration of the cripple or the silence if you pick the talent. And then I think that's actually it. Yeah, the movement speed, I don't know if that was this patch or the patch before, but it's pulled down now to 3%, so not really going to be picked up all that often at 3%, just like the Lex card that they nerfed. And yeah, just double check with the patch notes, and I think I just got to everything, so we'll go ahead and join Q and actually play him in a game. This isn't going to be a first impressions because I have played matches with this already. It's pretty good. I really like it. I think for talent, it's definitely going to be a recurve and then Desert Silence that you're going to be seeing as the most popular ones, mainly because Sand Trap doesn't currently work, and it also isn't even that good if it did work correctly. So recurve being buffed is definitely going to be picked up a lot more, and Desert Silence in the situations where you need a silence are going to work great. For loadouts, we've actually got 2 different ones, one with max poise and then one without it that reduces the cooldown of the cripple if I want the silence up more often. They both have Bullseye and Windfall, so we have the slow and also the reset, a bit of swagger and a bit of shimmer in there for reset on the F, and a bit of extra base health. That was really quick with the loadouts, but hopefully you got what I'm talking about. You can see them here. The cards are just on the bottom. So let's jump into a game. This is taking too long. Alright, well, it looks like for game 1 we're going to have Siege Serpent Beach. We've got an EV already already locked in, a Genos and a Zin. That was pretty damn quick, and seemingly also a Ceres. Right, never mind, the Ceres has changed into an Ash. Shoutouts to Octavian X1, like the name. And we're up against Makoa, Furia, Tiberius, Koga, and Strix. Surprisingly, we don't have a Tiberius on our side. I think this is actually the only match I played where Tiberius hasn't been on both sides. He's a pain in the ass to go against with Sha Lin, by the way. His hitbox is way thinner than it actually looks like it is. We are also up against two people who I think I played with before. I recognize Ninu and I recognize Saritz, but I don't know if I've played with them. I just recognize the names for some reason. You see, in this situation, I kind of want to go for the silence to stop the Makoa from going into his queue, and also the Furia from throwing out her stuff, and I guess it also kind of helps with Koga, but the cripple will deal with Koga, and the cripple deals with Tiberius and Strix as well, so I guess we should go for recurve. I don't know. I guess recurve's fine, and then we'll go for poise. I recently played max speed Sha Lin, so it seems like it would make sense to go for it here, although it's not really feeling as quick as I remember. I feel like they nerfed his base speed. I felt this when I was playing games with him earlier. He feels slower than I remember. So we switch to the silence at the last second. I'm going to switch to the silence last second. Sure, I don't know if that actually even freaking worked. I think it did, though. Okay, we're going for silence Sha Lin. Sure, it makes more sense for me to cover this anyway than the extra freaking wind-up time thing. Wormhole, Smolder, Fortress Breaker, Luminary should be nice. Pluck, Cherish, Adrenaline Junkie, Vicious Assault, Nocturnal. Also, a verified Boys Makoa. I knew I recognized the name. There's the silence and the cripple. Oh my god, how did I miss that shot? Can we kill him, please? Can we kill this Koga? Can I get him over here, maybe? F backwards and maybe go on this Makoa? I missed that. How did I miss that? Wait, why am I not hitting him? Oh, has he got his shield up and it's just not displaying, or what? What was going on? I feel like I was freaking tripping nuts there. I don't know what was going on. There's another K. I'm going to probably die here. We'll F ourselves backwards. There's a K. Hello, Furia. There's my planted. Oh, he's on like no health. Okay, he's gone. Eevee finished him off. Playing kind of awkwardly with Sha Lin so far, but there's a silence. We'll hit him with a couple of these Qs. Look at that slow, man. It might as well be a cripple with that. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's a hit into his shield. There's a miss silence on Tiberius. I don't know if he's playing. I think he is. He's just infinitely spinning because of the Genos grip, which counters him pretty hard. I wish I was hitting more of these shots. It's a shame I'm stupid inaccurate. There's a K. There's a nothing. Why am I so bad with Sha Lin today? What's going on? Can I get a little bit of a warm-up time, please? I'm going to go ahead and chuck the ult. We can probably go through that shield, I reckon, but it's nearly gone through. There's a silence on him. There's another hit, and he's gone. Right, cool. There's a hit for you. We'll F ourselves back a little bit. There's a silence, maybe? I missed that. I'm totally dead. Okay, I got 2 shots off. We'll get a little bit more caught. Yeah, even though I did play a couple games earlier, I still feel a little bit rusty with him. There's a silence on you. Can I get one more little shot on him? Oh, I missed it. I'm totally dead. Oh, no. Shit, I actually managed to juke him there. I have no idea how the hell that worked. I think my Q kind of came through clutch. There goes the goddamn Koga. There's a hit for Koa going to the Q. I am probably dead. We slowed him ×2. Maybe these in will be able to go and finish him off. He's popping an ult, so I guess we pulled that out. I don't know. He's playing quite well. I've got to give him props. Can I get him with one of these? There we go. Finally, Genos is going to finish him off. BM. We just hit a Strix with like 2 damage on a Genos ult. You love to see it. There's a hit on you. Went straight into my planted, which was kind of unnecessary. Kind of wish I didn't do that. It also feels a little bit weird. It feels like I'm lower down than usual. I feel like maybe the planted's bugged or something. I feel slow and I feel low to the ground with Sha Lin. I'm like relatively comfortable with him as well, like usually, and for some reason he feels off on the PTS. I really feel like they've messed with my speed. I feel so slow with Sha Lin. I feel like that 20% minus from planted is like permanently on me. That's like how I describe how it feels. I'm going to get hooked here. Well, we managed to not get hooked, but we slowed him a ton. There is nothing. There's a K. Let's get rid of this Strix maybe. There we go. He's rooted. He is out. We hit him with like a semi-limp dick arrow and he's out. There's a silence on you. Cool. I don't know if he saw me or not. I reckon you're going to make an ult play or not. No. Okay, you're not. I just feel so slow with Sha Lin. Like usually I feel slow when I'm winding up an arrow when I'm not rocking poise, but it's just weird. I don't really know. I don't know how to describe it. Let's get rid of this Macabre. There we go. I need to make my damage stats look good. I've got a jumps with Luminary for Christ's sake. If I play badly here, it's completely down to me. Hello, Koga. I'm going to try and land a silence on you, which I missed, but there is another miss. Oh my god. There's a hit at least. Okay, cool. There's a Strix over there. There's a K for him. Get rid of the Koga. I actually landed that shot. Nice one. Me. There's a silence and a cripple. A little dink or two over there on the Strix. Oh, I'm actually landing some good shots now. Finally, it's taken me long enough. Missed that one. There's in going for the ult. Should I go into my planted? Sure, we'll go into the planted for the slow. Makes landing shots quite a bit easier when you've got that slow on your planted, to be honest. I really do like that card. I'm maybe dead. Even though they didn't nerf Genos heal that much, it feels like they nerfed it by quite a bit. I'm maybe dead. Why did the arrow not hit you? That one missed as well, but that was just me. But why did the first one not land? Let's get some cauterized. Freaking Makoa's gone for max resilience. That's going to be a bit of a pain. Max Chronos on the Furia, though she's not healing on the Q, so she's not using the best setup here, I would say. Illuminary's been really, really nice. He's going for a ton of Chronos. Ash Fortress Breaker isn't the strongest. I think they said they're buffing her base shield as well. I don't know if that's actually currently on the PTS or not, though. Yeah, overall, it's felt like a pretty standard game so far. I think Furia and Makoa have by far been the most annoying. Haven't really had any trouble with anybody else. Actually, I forget when I land that silence, he can't hook me, so that's kind of a big brain play right there. Furia's going for the ult. There's another silence on you. I don't know if that put it on cooldown or not, but I'm completely dead because Makoa with a Furia ult is just going to be able to completely burst me down if he lands his shots. Do I get Life Rip? I feel like Life Rip is a bad decision here. What do I actually go for, though? They don't have that much cauterized. Screw it. I'm going to go for Life Rip. 10% lifesteal on my setup here could be quite nice. Land a shot when we drop. There we go. I actually did hit somebody with that. Who am I killing? Did I actually just like nearly kill that Tiberius? I think I did. It's kind of hard to see because of how many goddamn red icons there were there. Let's hit him with a silence. That's not going to do anything, but I hit him with one, I guess. He ulted, and then we lost the point. That Koga's trying to go for like a flank type thing. He's out. Nice cripple coming through. Clutch. Hello, Strix. Silence, and then straight into the Q, and he is completely gone. That is a nasty combo. I feel so goddamn slow. There's a hit for you, and there's another one. Thank you, Jonas, for giving me the freebie there. How do I say thank you? They're also going to be tweaking the VGS a little bit, but how do I say thank you? CV? No, that's not it. I just said attack the objective. That's not what I wanted to say. I'm really not used to the new VGS. I hope with the tweaks it feels a little bit better, but I think they said they're not going to be reverting it, which I completely understand. They also gave a reason as to why. Oh, okay, it's under VCR? No, VCF? VCF. Oh, Jesus, that's awkward to do with my hands. I really hope the tweaks make this feel better, because currently the VGS system feels clunky as shit. I'm dead. I'm too busy talking about the VGS to freaking pay attention to this game. God damn it. I'm sorry for distracting the video. I'm freaking distracting myself, so it's definitely going to be distracting in the freaking video, but there's a hit. I fired that a little bit early. He's going for the ult. He's probably going to get rid of Genos here. We can hit him straight after it ends, though. Not fired a bit early. There's a silence. I am totally dead. There we go. We hit him with a little bit. So we go for an ult and try and save this. Let's go for an ult and try and save it. There goes Koga. There goes Makoa, maybe. Oh, I think we might actually be able to somehow recover this. I tried to land a shot on the Tiberius back there. That did not work. Oh, I'm totally gone. All right, fair enough. Defense failed. There we go. I put up an effort for it. We didn't get it. I feel like Fury and Makoa are pretty heavily carrying this match so far. The other three of them aren't really playing all that well, and I need to step up my game here. Am I recording now, Frost? Yes. VCRQ. It's so awkward. Noise, looking forward to the vid. I'll drop a thanks. How do I drop a thanks? No, VCQ. No, VCF. U-Rock. We'll drop a U-Rock. I didn't get to read what he just said because I was too busy trying to work out the VGS. Missed that shot. Are you kidding me? There's a hit. I'm going to go into my planted. He's totally going to hook me. Oh, he actually missed, so maybe we'll kill him here. There's another one. There's a silence. Ash, do you want to turn around and help me? I didn't even see if she actually was doing that already. It was kind of hard to tell. He actually did use his ult there, though. Hello, Strix. Oh, I missed the shot. I missed the shot. There's a K, and you are... Nope, not gone just yet. There's another hit. I missed that one. Can I land a cripple on you? Oh, he's nearly gone. Furia, can you not? I'm dead. God damn it, there's like 3 people there who were low. Furia went round and saved him. We would have been able to deal with him there, but I was just so awkward. We'll get a little bit of Rekka, even though it's only 20% now, which feels really, really weird having it be so low. Not really sure what our plan is here, but there goes Koga. I'm going to F myself backwards, maybe go in on him here. There's a silence, there's a hit going to the Q. I have got Rekka 1, but it doesn't even feel like I've got any Rekka. Probably should have jumped on the point, but there's a defeat. I feel like they deserve the win. Makoa and Furia carried the crap out of that game. Props to them. We'll do another one, of course, and I'll probably pick a different talent. I felt super, super slow that game. I think going for a recav will be the better option in most situations. That silence wasn't all that helpful there, but we have top play somehow. I don't really know what I did, but we land 2 hits on Makoa, we land a hit on the Furia, and then Ash gets rid of her. We land 2 little dinks on the Koga, and then we go back and we get rid of Strix. Alright, fair enough. That was like a double and an assist. Not too bad, but definitely not top play worthy. And there we go. There are the stats for game 1. Shoutouts to D. Omo Big. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. He asked if Sha Lin felt any good. I said he feels better, but still not perfect. He still feels a little bit clunky. And he also said that he loves the vids and that I didn't do too bad, although I would personally say that I kind of played like ass. I guess the stats kind of say a little bit otherwise. We went 16, 8, 10. 80k damage is honestly not that bad of a stat there. That's highest damage by quite a bit, and also a way better of a stat than I thought I got there. I honestly didn't feel like I was playing that well, but the stats clearly say otherwise. The EV did pretty decent, as in had a little bit of a tough time. He said that the counter wasn't resetting. I think that's what he said at least. Let me see if I can scroll up to find it. Yeah, my counter doesn't reset my cooldown. They recently added this card. I don't know if it actually is working because he just said it wasn't working, although I thought they said it was going to be resetting the cooldown of counter, not the cooldown of world. Maybe I'm getting that wrong. I don't know. Either way, he played fine. Didn't play terribly or anything. Ash, I feel like was a little bit of a weak link. She definitely could have done better damage-wise there, considering the situation. She was playing a little bit weirdly, although I can kind of understand the Makoa on their side was playing definitely the best out of the lot of them alongside the Furia. Genos played fine. Their Strix didn't do great. Their Furia did well. Their Makoa did well. Koga then did fine. Nothing crazy, and Tiberius I think was a bot for a portion of that game, but didn't play all that badly. Honestly, would put that down to Makoa and Furia carrying. I feel like that's something you can do if you've got a good tank who can play as like kind of an off damage and a healer. I reckon I'd have had way more damage if I went for recurve there, but we'll see how we do in game 2. I'll probably pick that talent instead of the silence one. We'll go ahead and grab him, lock him in. We got Siege Bazaar as the map. We got Tiberius as well. I'm running out of breath. I'm gonna stop talking for a minute. Alright, well, it looks like for game 2 our team is going to be Ram, Maeve, Ying, and Tiberius. Shoutouts to I'm Smoky. I know if you jump while using Tiberius, alt left click, you can do it faster. I'm not sure what he means. I think he's trying to say that if you jump when using his dash, he does it faster. I'm not really sure. He worded it a bit weirdly, but shoutouts to Smoky. We're up against Makoa, Lian, Koga, Ram, and then Damba. Okay, double tank. The one thing that's definitely worth pointing out with this, and the reason why the silence isn't like as strong as it could be, is because resilience exists. It's pretty damn common at the moment, and I definitely would think that if you see a Sha Lin who's doing really well with the sounds and the cripple, people are going to pick up resilience just for you. So definitely something to consider with this is that the silence on the cripple gets countered by resilience, whereas the recurve talent doesn't, and most of his kit doesn't, other than that specific thing the slow does on the Q, but even then it's still kind of nice, even if it's for a short period of time for that slow. Picked the other last time around, so hopefully this feels a little bit better. Shout outs also to Cable or Cabal 454, he's going for Earth Split of Ram. We got Predatory Instincts, Cat Burglar, and Resonance. Okay, we're up against Enforcer. It's going to be a little bit of a pain, although I can actually cripple him out of it. That's something I didn't even think about with this. As far as I know, if you right-clicked a Ram before with Sha Lin, it didn't push him out of the F, but I think it does with the cripple. My little fat friend, oh boy, I've not played this map before. Fam, I'm 6'5". I don't know how people think I'm short. I get this all the time. I've met people in person. Everybody's like, damn, you look really short on camera. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's the angle I've got. People seem to think I'm tiny, but yeah, we've got Precision, we've got Ripened Gourd, we've got Adrenaline Junkie, and also Pluck. Precision was actually changed kind of recently, but the rest is all pretty standard. Ripened Gourd, I think they actually said might be nerfed in the upcoming like little update to the PTS. There's the cripple. I could have done that so much better, but his shield's nearly gone. There's a K for him. Oh my god, the bow feels so much faster, and I feel so much faster as well. There's a little limp dick for you. There's a silence / cripple. I don't think you're playing. I'm gonna just F myself over here, hit that, hit the Q as well. Look at how slow he is. He might as well be crippled with that pace. There's a cripple. Does actually pull him out of it. Nice. I expected it to, but I don't know if the right click before would have done. I missed that. I don't know why Mavis just standing over here, but Koga didn't see her, so I guess she's safe. There's a hit on Leanne. She's not even playing. I'm gonna go stand on the point because nobody else is doing it for some reason. Koga's over here. I guess I'll just sit here and cap the objective. Our Maeve is back though, which is nice. Can safely say that playing with Poison Recurve definitely feels a lot better than playing with the silence and with the other loadout because, you know, you're just moving a lot faster. There's the cripple. There's the confirmed kill. Get bodied Koga. That is a nasty thing to go against for sure. That Leanne is maybe back. I don't know. There's a cripple on her. There we go. She's gone. No, I think she's still DC'd. We'll use the Q Ram going for the juicy ult. Mako is probably dead. I'm actually going to push in here and just be mean. There's a root. There's a limp dick and he's gone. There is a kill on this Mako as well. We'll F ourselves backwards. For some reason when I loaded up the right click there, it didn't let me go into the Q. I somehow managed to avoid the Ram ult and I'm now in this corner in a bit of a shit spot. How am I only dealing 200 to you? Oh, it's because you were winding up your F but you weren't doing an animation. I love it. I hit him with one arrow, I hit him with 2 arrows and it didn't actually build the animation up until he like dropped off of the ledge. That was kind of weird. I forgot I've already got life at 1. Don't really know what's going on with Makoa. He doesn't seem to have a loadout. I think Leanne has just connected because she literally just picked one. I didn't go through loadouts, I just went through talents. How unprofessional of me, but we'll do it in a sec after this round is over. It looks like we're going to get the 2-0, but we'll see. Koga is gone. No, Koga is gone. I'm going to say it one more time. Koga is gone. There we go. Okay, that took way longer than it should have. Let's get rid of this Ram. You can pull up your Q all you want, fam. You're still dead, even in the F. Yep, okay, I didn't even get that kill. Who did? It's not in the kill feed. I'm very confused. There's a hit on Leanne. This is a weird game. We'll get a more life rip. Let's go through loadouts real quick. Ram is going for max Shattered Essence. Pretty standard stuff loadout-wise, though. Nothing really worth pointing out. Let's just dip around this corner and see if there's anybody here. Nope, that was a bad play. Leanne is, I think, back. Let's go ahead and pop the ult. Oh my god, the bow feels so quick with the ult now because we're going for freaking recurve. Is Makoa dead or is he still up? Oh, he's still up. There's a hit on him. Get rid of the Makoa. I'm way closer than I should be here, but he's nearly gone. Damba is out. There's a cripple for you, which did nothing. I F'd myself backwards. I should have done it into him. That would have been a way better play, but he probably would have followed me anyway. There goes Leanne. Pretty sure we got this. I think Maeve has been replaced by a bot. Yeah, she's not back as far as I can tell. Or maybe she is. I'm actually quite confused. I don't know if Maeve is here or not, but either way, we're seemingly still going to get the objective. This has been a weird game. Both of my matches today felt like they've been a little bit odd. The last one was definitely more normal than this. There's the combo again on that Koga, which I feel kind of bad about because he's crippled and he can't use his dash, which is definitely kind of mean. Oh my god, that prediction was on point. I saw him move towards the left and I got him right at the door. That was smooth. Let's see if we can get rid of him. That slow is so nice when you land a couple shots. They're just so slow. Yeah, that's how slows work. Good one, Spence. Great video content. There we go. We got rid of Damba. Leanne's dead. Let's F into where this Koga's at. I think overall I'd probably describe this version of Sha Lin as pretty damn good. Definitely more fun to play. Definitely better than he was before in my opinion. But I also don't really think that he's perfect. I feel like he could definitely still be tweaked and then be better. But we'll have to see what they do after this BTS and then after in like the next couple patches. I can't go through this doorway, so I have to just sit over here and fire shots through it, which is, I guess, kind of working. Is he running this way? What's going on? He was just ulted out of it. He's popping his ult. I'm just consistently landing shots on him here. This is so mean. I guess I'm just door camper Sha Lin now, although I'm probably dead here. Maybe we can still kill this Koga. I missed one of those, but he's actually still gone. I don't know if I feel like I should have landed that, but sure. And there is the victory. I feel like I played at least 10% of that match behind that door there, but there we go. There is the win. That was 4-0. I think their Damba wasn't playing, although I'm not really sure what was going on there. Although our Tiberius is the man with top play. He gets, I think, an assist on us killing the Makoa. He kills the Leanne, who I don't think was there. We then get rid of Ram. I'm not sure if he got the kill or if I did, but either way, he is dead any second. Yeah, there we go. We killed Ram and then he killed Damba, and I guess that Koga died afterwards. Not much of a top play, but there weren't really any situations where there was space for there to be a top play there, so I guess we did the best with what we were given. Again, for some reason, Tiberius's model is smaller than it should be. Koga and Ying are definitely not bigger than Tiberius, so I don't don't know why his model scales weird on like the screens and stuff, but there we go. That was game 2. I definitely could have done better. I actually had the most amount of deaths on my team, but I wasn't really playing carefully or anything. Vandam just said game is destroy with Tiberius. I don't think so. I feel like Tiberius isn't really overpowered at all. You could definitely argue that he's a bit better than he should be, but if you pull him down too much, he would be really bad. He's definitely not too far off being terrible. A new vid he'll see soon enough. This should be out like the day after I'm recording this, because I'm recording it really late, but either way, there you go. Stats for game 2. Maeve, I don't think was playing for most of that game. Ying, I did pretty good. She has 0 deaths. Tiberius on our side there shredded, and so did Ram. I actually had more deaths than a bot that game, so that's I guess something probably title worthy. It's not going to be the title, but it's definitely something title worthy. And yeah, to summarize, everybody on our side shredded other than the Maeve, who wasn't there for most of it. Their Damba, I think, was a bot, but I'm not really sure. He didn't have a loadout, which is why I'm confused. I don't really know. Maybe he was playing, I have no clue, but he didn't have a loadout. Koga, I guess, did fine. Makoa, I guess, did fine. I guess Leon and Ram did a bit better than fine, but nobody on their side there really played all that well. It definitely felt a little bit uneven, that's for sure. So yeah, there we go. There's new Sha Lin. I didn't show off Sandtrap, but there wouldn't really be much point. It's not going to be that popular of a talent the way it's currently like formatted, and it also doesn't work properly, so there wouldn't really be much point in me showing off. Recurve works fantastically. Desert Silence also works fine, but it definitely doesn't feel as strong as it could. Obviously, it gets countered by Resilience. It also in comparison to Recurve, it doesn't feel as strong. Maybe if Recurve was pulled down a little bit, it would feel kind of even, but Recurve is a talent that will work in every situation ever, and Desert Silence in some situations won't really be doing very much for you. Silence and the Cripple are both really strong, but Resilience is going to be such a common item that I don't think it's going to be as good. What you're trading off for it makes it feel not as good, if you get what I'm talking about. Both of that shred, I really like Poise because it helps the flow. Windfall is great for the slow. Honestly, if you've been watching the video at all, you'll realize how goddamn good this card is. Bullseye, obviously, Swagger and Shimmer all work great, and this version of that works fine too if you want that extra cooldown reduction. Although I definitely feel like they did something weird with Sha Lin's speed this patch. It might just be that I'm not using a Wanderlust, and that's why it feels weird, because I'm used to getting that movement speed buff. Maybe if I bought like a bunch of Nimble, it would feel normal, but he just felt really slow, and I don't think I can put it down to that. I don't feel like that is what it was. I feel like even base Sha Lin before felt faster than base Sha Lin now. Maybe that's just me. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on everything else as well, because this is definitely one of the biggest changes we've had on the PTS character-wise, and also the fact that they've tweaked him already a couple times and they fixed him. He's had a little bit of a rocky PTS so far, but thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all very soon, and as always, stay frosty.